Feminist Prof called me sexist. Asked me out after class. Be me, 25, grad student, sociology, urban studies at fancy East Coast uni. Live in city that smells like ambition and garbage. Woke up this morning to my alarm and a panic attack. Final term thesis looming. Imposter syndrome hitting 9.5/10. Pour overpriced oat milk into overpriced coffee. Try to pep talk self in dirty bathroom mirror. Eyeliner just right. Academia armor engaged. Open chats. Group chat girls are memeing about another bad date. Monica, roommate lawyer, sends pic of her in suit. Middle finger up. Caption. Me going to court to divorce mediocre men. LOL react. Double tap. Feel weirdly exposed like they're subtweeting me. Cram into one train. Spotify on, volume up. You don't own me on loop. Read a DM from Jake. Last night's situationship. He wants to come over again tonight. He never stays. Heart says don't. Body says well. Walk into seminar. Feminist theory. Half the class is hungover or hung up on Jensen, the prof. Jensen. 42, way too good looking for tenure track. Always wearing loud socks. Always calling people out. Low-key charming. Hands move like he's conducting an orchestra when he talks. Very feminist. So feminist it almost feels like performance art. Sit front row. Need him to know I'm not intimidated. He starts class with, why do we still study patriarchy? Raise hand before thinking. Counter his take with data about female CEOs and wage gaps narrowing. He raises an eyebrow. Smirks. Interesting. But let's interrogate your assumptions. Why do women even want to replicate toxic male structures? Does that make you, Alice, a good feminist or just a complicit one? Every eyeball in the room is slicing through me. Feel blood pounding in cheeks. Try to laugh it off. Say, I don't need feminism to have ambition. He snorts. Says, sounds like internalized misogyny to me, Alice. Let's talk after class about your framework. Room goes silent. Someone whispers, damn, brain, fight or flight. Pride, neither. Just smile. Start planning exactly how I'll destroy him in email later. Class ends. Leave bag open so everyone can see the second sex falling out. Maybe they'll think I'm ironically basic. Monica texts, how's your mansplaining boyfriend? Reply, he's not my boyfriend, he's my adversary. She hits back. Word for all the boys you date TBH. Wince. Late afternoon. Group chat in flames. Sarah, the resident anarchophone. I'm so tired of men talking over us even when they're being allies. Jess, I literally want to date a male feminist until he actually acts like one, and then I log out. I type, at least Jensen doesn't ghost me after. Delete before sending. Eyes sting. What's the word for wanting to be the exception but not wanting anyone to see you trying? Walk to cafe. Jake already there, looking at stocks on his phone. We sit, order. He asks about classes, doesn't listen. He's got that smirk like the world owes him $100 tips. Lets me talk. Says you're not like other girls. Internally scream, externally smile. He touches my knee under the table. Tells me I'm intense. Call it a date. He splits the bill. I watch him leave, wishing I felt something. Then wishing I didn't. Evening. Stare at ceiling. Monica pours us wine. Why do you only date men who challenge you, but also make you feel like shit? Shrug. I want someone to argue with, but also admire me. Monica, what if you just admired yourself? She means well, but it lands wrong. Scroll group chat again. Voice messages about Jensen. Sarah, hot for a prof until he talks. Jess, more likely to fuck a misogynist on accident than get a feminist to commit. Me, tap hot, close phone. Guilty, petty, lonely. Next morning. Rain, umbrella snaps in wind. Drip into Jensen's office hours. He's writing something, looks up, nods at chair. His smile is half challenge, half apology. Got a minute? He doesn't wait for me to answer. About yesterday, didn't mean to single you out. But you have a habit of making critiques that sound, well, gendered. Feel heat rise. You want honest answers or just the right talking points? He laughs, leans back. You tell me why ambition so often gets coded as masculine, Alice. Is it that we haven't taught men to value what women value, or haven't let women define the terms at all? Stare at his bookshelf so I don't have to meet his eyes. Want to fight. Want him to respect me. Want him to stop making me want things. Maybe I just like winning. I say, voice smaller. He looks at me like he's reading the appendix. Who told you you had to? Want to cry? Don't. Just thank him for his time. Leave. Texts on the subway. Jess, Ben says he wants to study together. You should give the nice guy a chance. Ben is sweet. Funny. Awkward. Never makes a move. Meet him in the library. He brings me tea. Asks me about my thesis. I tell him about Jensen. Ben says maybe he just respects you. I want him to be right, but I also want Jensen to be wrong. Hate how I keep scoring men on imaginary rubrics. Ride home, scrolling Hinge. Men in Patagonia fleeces holding up fish. Reading bios. Looking for a real one. 6'2" if that matters. Feminist, unless you're into traditional LOL. I write, ambition is my love language. Delete. Type, looking for someone who will actually listen to the answer when they ask how my day was. Delete again. Another night, Jake texts, "You up?" Don't answer. Monica looks at me over her glass. Stop trying to win at being unlovable. I laugh, but it sits in my stomach. Final seminar before break. Jensen leads a discussion about performative feminism. Quotes me from last class, "Ambition unmoored from empathy is just American capitalism with lipstick." The class laughs. I laugh too. He looks at me sideways. After class, he lingers. Everyone leaves, door closes. It's just us. My heart is loud in this quiet room. He sits. "I was tough on you this semester." I cross my arms, defense mode. "Maybe you just like a challenge," he says. I roll my eyes, but my cheeks are burning. He pauses. "I think you're one of the smartest students I've had. Maybe too smart to be playing to this audience. Not sure if insult or compliment." He waits. "I like people who push me," he says quietly. "Want to get a drink sometime? Strictly out of office. Unless that's problematic. You tell me." Feel my spine unravel. This is wild. All the red flags flapping. He's my professor. He's also the first man who's told me I'm too much and meant it as a good thing. Say nothing. He stands, waits for me to pack up. "Let me know," he says soft. Leave office. Walk through campus. Text Monica. "You're not going to believe this." She calls instantly. I spill. She laughs so hard she chokes. "Girl, you are the main character in an academic TikTok scandal." I feel electric and sick. Group chat pops off. Jess, "That's illegal but also hot." Sarah, "Power dynamic but like would meme of a woman pushing red buttons. Sexist versus daddy." I just send the eyes emoji. At home. Stand at window. City lights glowing in shades of want. Jake is texting again. Ben too. "Want to go to a reading tomorrow?" Open Jensen's message. "No pressure, just buy you a drink." Debate who gets to pay? Hover on reply. Type, "I don't date professors, but I do debate them." Delete. Type, "Maybe." Delete. Just put the phone down. Stare at reflection in window. Hair wild, eyes tired, mouth uncertain. See city in the glass behind me. Want to be the story, not just another citation. But it's lonely out here with nothing to cling to but sharp edges and contradictions. Monica leans in. "You're not going to solve yourself in a night, but maybe pick someone who wants to understand you, not just win the debate." I nod in. I ask myself how that even looks. Lie in bed, scrolling Instagram. See couples in Christmas lights, brunches, protests, weddings. Feel FOMO and relief both. Text from Ben. "Still up? We could just talk. Wish I wanted that more." Instead, draft a new Hinge bio. Looking for a partner in intellectual high crimes and misdemeanors. Swipe left if you get defensive when I win an argument. Close app. Set phone face down. Look out at the city. Wonder if the real problem isn't men or ambition, but the way I keep swapping one for the other. Tomorrow, maybe I'll figure it out. Tonight, let the questions keep me company. Pull blanket up. Remind myself, not every challenge needs to be won. Some just need to be survived.